Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Coffee and Contemplation brought to you by Spotlight Recovery. I'm your host, Lucas. It is March 2nd. Still rocking more of the new merch that just came in. So excited about this. It is so soft. It is so great. I'm so happy. Anyway, we're doing a bit of a run through the AA Daily Reflections book right now. There's a great couple of readings in a row here. So I did the one yesterday. I'm going to do another one tomorrow. They're just a good little chunk. So this one, as you saw in the title, is called Hope. Really like the message, love the word and the feeling. So that's what we're going to reflect on today. So feel free to read along and let's get into it. Hope. Do not be discouraged. Alcoholics Anonymous, page 60. Few experiences are of less value to me than fast sobriety. Too many times discouragement has been the bonus from unrealistic expectations, not to mention self-pity or fatigue from my wanting to change the world by the weekend. Discouragement is a warning signal that I may have wandered across the God line. The secret of fulfilling my potential is acknowledging my limitations and believing that time is a gift, not a threat. Hope is the key that unlocks the door of discouragement. The program promises me that if I do not pick up the first drink today, I will always have hope. Having come to believe that I keep what I share, every time I encourage, I receive courage. It is with others that, with the grace of God and the fellowship of AA, I trudge the road of happy destiny. May I always remember that the power within me is far greater than any fear before me. May I always have patience, for I am on the right road. Oh, man. Okay. Whew! All right, this just fires me right up. There is so much good stuff in here. Okay, I'm going to put it up on the screen, or else I'm going to keep looking back and forth, and then the video is going to suck, and we don't want that. Just so I can read this better. Okay. Oh, man. Let's get through this. This is fantastic. Hang on. Rant's coming. All right. Let's go through this. Less value to me than fast sobriety. So, yes, just this opening. I just love these opening lines in this first about half of the paragraph. Then when it finishes with fatigue from my wanting to change the world by the weekend. Oh my God, that is you're pulling that right out of my life and experience and out of my mindset. I just relate with that so much and so much out of this language because I'm always in a rush. I'm always in a hurry. Trying to slow down is one of my life's greatest challenges, especially you can ask anybody who knows me. It's oh my God, Lucas, why weren't you given less gears? So it's no surprise that I drank, and it's no surprise that I smoked so much pot because I was I loved the depressives. I needed any substance to slow myself down, anything to try to slow down. I absolutely struggle with anxiety and a lot of trauma. So that really fast, let's go, let's fix, let's do, that's my natural state. That's kind of, that gear has always been there for me. So anyway, really connect with that a lot. These lines, few experiences are of less value to me than fast sobriety. Too many times discouragement has been the bonus from unrealistic expectations, not to mention self-pity or fatigue from my wanting to change the world by the weekend. So I love how it talks about and opens with the concept of fast sobriety. I think it's pretty common for a lot of us. We come into recovery and into these rooms and we want it now. I want to be fixed now. I want to be better now. I want to be the guy with 10 years. I want this. I want that. Okay, I'm coming out of the mess. Let's go. Let's do this. And I love how it talks about how maybe not the mentality, but those experiences of fast sobriety, of whipping through, rushing through program, anything like that, has less value to them. And then then talking about how being discouraged a lot of the times it's just that insight on okay, when I'm discouraged, well, where did that come from? Well, right, because if I had unrealistic expectations, I was feeling self-pity. I've burnt myself out. Just all of those our side of the fence things that can happen. And then also, yeah, that last line there of fatigue from wanting to change the world by the weekend. I feel like I'm a bit all over the place. What I'm ultimately hearing and what's coming from with all of this is how I see it as that classic addict behavior where it's, I want this now. I'm going to push really hard and really fast and make that happen right now. Oh, it's not going to work. Oh, fuck it. Okay, give up, blow it up. Let's go on to the next thing. Right? I want these results now my way. If I don't get them, and discouraged, great word, but it almost doesn't feel like it's a strong enough word. That's not a big enough word, at least for me, how big my emotions are. So if I don't get what I want, when I want, how I want it, then fuck all this. It's a waste of time and energy. Burn it to the ground. Let's go this way and do something else now. That is, oh man, that is like 101 from my life experience. I can't tell you how many times I've done that and how many times I've seen it in other addicts. And that's a part of why like working a WE program and being connected with others is so helpful, because then when you see other people engaging in those same character defects as you, it really helps give that insight and that feedback and be like, oh, that really is how I look and sound when I get like that. Yeah, that's not a good color on me. And it also clearly doesn't work. And like you can see, the person is then going down this road where that's going to be the end result. It's just, nope, screw it. This is too much. I'm not going to bother. Discouragement, and then get on to something else. So all of those really pop out for me. Discouragement is a warning signal that I may have wandered across the God line. Wow. The secret of fulfilling my potential is in acknowledging my limitations and believing that time is a gift, not a threat. Oh, this language is so powerful for me. It resonates so much. Discouragement is a warning signal that I may have wandered across the God line. Well, what does that mean? I mean, for me, that means when I'm fully running back on self-will, it means all those behaviors that I was just talking about. Living on and trying to do things on my time instead of God's time. My way, my will, I want my goal-focused results. That's what all of that means to me. And so then the follow-up, acknowledging my limitations, which is really good. So then again, none of this is to say don't work hard and don't have dreams and goals and don't aspire for things. It's none of that at all. It's finding that balance and harmony where you have and want these things, and then you work hand in hand with a God of your understanding in order to accomplish them. And again, God, G word, universe, higher power, the group, support network, nature, Mother Earth, endless other things, right? Don't worry about the G word. Just for recovery focus, for 12-step AA, all of this stuff, that's been my experience. And what we're talking about a lot more here is finding that higher power, some source of guidance and strength and support to help remove fear, faith, and just working with this hand in hand. Understanding that I'm limited and I need this guidance and direction from all of these things. And then if I try to self-will and blow past my own limits, I inevitably will get discouraged in some way because I'm human. And then because I'm an addict, I will push it this harder and get there faster, and the burnout's going to be worse. You know? And that line, time is a gift, not a threat, is huge. I got to write that down somewhere else. That is so, so good. And I get not feeling that way, and I know that I sure didn't when I'd first come into recovery and before in my addiction and everything, but just the whole perspective about this is also so beautiful, because the other thing I hear about that on how, or hear from it and how it connects with the rest of this paragraph, is helping combat the discouragement. So if I don't get here today, that's okay. Your tomorrow is not threatened. The quality of your day is not threatened. Time is a gift. You have more time to get that done, to get to that line or that goal or whatever that is. That's really what that says for me. And I hear so much just ease and comfort and peace from that language and from that messaging. Really, really good. That really stands out for me a lot. That's very... I'm literally in a spot right now where I'm trying to rush along and get things done. So that's a really nice reminder for me in this moment, frankly. And then the second paragraph, oh my God, like this whole thing's just full of bangers. So this is a long one today. Hope is the key that unlocks the door of discouragement. The program promises that if I do not pick up the first drink today, I will always have hope. So I just love that messaging of just getting back to, we can't use no matter what. You can't relapse no matter what. That's the foundation of this, is just not picking up, not using, staying sober, and then that's your foundational piece, and then you're building everything else on top of that. And that's what, like it says, I will always have hope, and hope is the key that unlocks the door of discouragement, which is so, so cool. Having come to believe that I keep what I share, every time I encourage, I receive courage. Really fun and cool play on words here. There's like so many key messages, and like so much of the program are all jumbled in here. This is really fun. Talking about how we can only keep what we have in recovery by giving it away. The more I encourage and cheer somebody on to do something, I receive courage, which is also kind of neat, because funny enough, I always don't associate the word encourage with courage, right? Encouraging, like, yep, come on, you can do it, you're going to do great. Yeah, I guess it is giving somebody courage in that same time. Or that's being received, which is really neat. It is with others that, with the grace of God and the fellowship of AA, I trudge the road of happy destiny. May I always remember that the power within me is... No, it's too much at once here. Yeah. Like, I don't even know how much more I can share on this necessarily, versus I'm just rereading, because this language is so powerful and speaks to me so much. Sometimes this happens. They're so good. I'm just like, I lost for words. I got nothing. And that's what that's what I think is happening right now. That's where we may be. I think that's what this is doing to me. It's just so powerful. It is with others that, with the grace of God and the fellowship of AA, I trudge the road of happy destiny. Yep, just summing more of these points on working with others, working with your concept of a higher power and the fellowship of the program. You're able to be working towards all of these things together. And I love, that line, trudge the road of happy destiny. That's from later on in the AA Big Book. I think it's in A Vision for You in the last chapter there somewhere. But it's just the word trudge, right? It's not we skipped and frolicked and walked lightly and gracefully. No, trudge is a graphic word. And that's what the word can feel like. And it's very appropriately chosen for this concept and for us working in recovery. Pardon me. May I always remember that the power within me is far greater than any fear before me. May I always have patience, for I am on the right road. Man. Just such crucial and powerful reminders. I'm the kind of guy that needs these a lot. Living in fear is like one of my biggest challenges that I have to like overcome and work against daily. That's my addict brain has gotten really good at weaving the story of fear for me and telling me the scary stories, and it's all not going to be okay. So that line, that reminder, may I always remember that the power within me is far greater than any fear before me, is huge. May I always have patience, for I am on the right road. So those last two lines summarize and encompass, I think, all of the messaging that is coming up in the preceding lines in this reflection. Right? The power within me is far greater than any fear before me. And then also connecting with the concept of your higher power and fellowship and working with all of these things in unison as like a partnership and a team. So you're not facing and doing these things alone. So when you have all of this help and support, what do you have to be so afraid of? Right? Is the one. And then the second, may I always have patience, for I am on the right road. Like I was just saying, trudge the road of happy destiny. So then back to the first sections in that paragraph, to not be discouraged if we're not getting where we want, when we want, how we want. Have patience, for you're on the right road. I know you want to do and accomplish all of these things. I'm talking to you and me at this point right now. I know you want to accomplish and do all these things in recovery. But if you are in recovery and you keep that first, you put your recovery first in everything you do, no matter what. You do not pick up no matter what, like it says earlier in this reflection as well. You are on the right road. You have time. You have support. You can be patient. It's all going to be okay. It's all going to be okay. So there we go. That may have been a little bit of a messy, circular kind of, who knows how we got there kind of reflection. So thanks for bearing with me on that one. It just really got me going. Hopefully at the end I was able to summarize some of that and make some sense out of it for you. Because it really spoke to me. Really did. Really powerful stuff. That's what I mean. Some of these are really good and we're going to keep going through them. Okay, so thank you for going on that journey with me this morning. That was exciting. Please, in the comments, say what stood out for you. What stands out for you with this reflection? There's a lot of really powerful language in there. A lot of good stuff. I'd love to hear what stands out for you in this. And I'm sure the rest of the community would too. That reflection, your comment could help somebody. And that's the whole point. Okay? Please check out the description for all the other ways that Spotlight Recovery can support you. We've got other recovery coaching videos in there, a podcast, network of service providers, a blog. So check all this out. It's all free resourcing for you. And if you're looking for more in-depth support, I do private recovery coaching. So send me an email, lucas@spotlightrecovery.com. I'd love to hear from you. See if there's a way that I can help support you in your journey, okay? And if you're enjoying this content and want to support us so we can keep putting it out there, then please donate, become a member of the channel, get yourself some new merch. This drop, like, look, these are so nice. It is so sweet. They're so soft. The quality is incredible. Got here fast, everything. Anyway, check it all out. It supports and means a lot to us, and we appreciate it. Okay, so thank you. Have a blessed 24 and a great day, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Bye for now.